No one buys digital products. That's a comment that I heard on a video that I uploaded last month about how I turned a $7 product into tens of thousands of dollars online. But here's the truth. The digital product market is expected to grow by 25% in 2025 alone. So not only do some people buy digital products, some people buy a lot of digital products over and over again. And in this video, I'm going to reveal how these 8 digital products have helped creators make over $10,000 per month. And with one creator, which I'll reveal later in this video, one digital product has helped them make over $50,000. But before we dive in, make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on the best passive income opportunities for 2025. Hi, my name is Austin Godbolt, and I teach platform-proof monetization. I show you step-by-step how you can monetize your content without ever having to worry about social media or the unpredictable algorithms ever again. And if you want to be added to the globe, comment down below with your city, state, zip code, province, or country, and I'll get you pinned. Let's go ahead and jump into the 8 digital products that you can use to earn some passive income. And the fourth one on this list is the exact method that I use to turn $7 into tens of thousands of dollars, so make sure you stick around for that one. Number 8, digital art and printables. Selling digital art and printables is one of the easiest ways to start earning passive income in 2025. Now this includes everything from wall art to stickers and even coloring pages. All of that is opportunity for you to get started. And the best part about these is that you can sell these products repeatedly. In general, the best part about digital products is that you create the thing once and then you can sell it again and again and again an infinite number of times. Now you can sell the digital art and printables through websites like Gumroad, Etsy, or even Creative Market. I would personally recommend that you sell them on your own through your own website, but we can get into that in another video. Let's talk about the easiest ways to start selling printables. Step number 1 is to simply pick your niche. Now again, this can be stickers, this can be wall art, or even adult coloring books. Just pick one niche and become the expert in that niche. And what I mean by that is you're going to have to do a little bit of research to see what your target audience is actually interested in. Are there funny stickers that you could create? Maybe there are themed coloring pages that are drawing a lot of attention online that you could recreate and sell on your own. Step 2, you're going to use tools like Canva, Procreate, or even Photoshop to create your thing. And then the last step is simply to sell on Etsy, Gumroad, or even your website. Now you have to understand, if you're planning on selling on Etsy, you're going to need to learn Etsy SEO, or search engine optimization. You're going to have to configure your listings so that they get the most attention, and whatever product gets the most attention usually makes the most money. If you decide to sell it on your website or use Gumroad, you will need to bring people to your website, so that involves creating content on social media or even on YouTube. Now you might be wondering how long it'll take you to see results with this method, and it really all depends on your traffic source. If you're going to rely on Etsy, it can take a few months. However, if you are creating content on social media to attract people to you, you could start seeing sales in a few days. And as far as earning potential goes, on the low end, you can make $300 per month on Etsy with just a few listings. However, if you want to make as much as $20,000 per month on Etsy, you're going to need multiple listings. You're going to need multiple theme listings, and you're going to have to become an expert in Etsy SEO, as I mentioned. Also, the best way to take advantage of Etsy is to jump on trending topics and trending themes. So you're going to have to spend a little bit of time on social media to figure out what it is that people are actually talking about. And if you're looking for an example of someone that's already doing this, look no further than My Porch Prints. Now they are a shop on Etsy that is doing very well selling digital art and printables. The shop itself has made over 905,000 sales and makes about $25,000 per month. Now let's go ahead and talk about a few pros and cons of going with this method. The biggest pro is that it's passive income. As I mentioned, once you create the thing, you upload it to the internet, especially a website like Etsy, it's there forever, and you can make money 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Another benefit of this method is that there's no inventory, there's no shipping, you don't have to store anything in your basement or in your garage that you then physically have to take to the mailbox. However, one of the biggest drawbacks of this method is that there is an incredible amount of competition, especially over on Etsy. A lot of people understand the opportunity that is Etsy and selling stickers and printables, and so there's a lot of people flocking to this. Another drawback is it does require some design skills, or at least the ability to use AI properly. Creating coloring pages using AI has become much easier. However, you still need to know which prompts to enter in so that you get the best output possible. Now, this is best for you if you love researching trends over on Etsy, or you have a creative background. You love designing, this is a good opportunity for you. However, this is not for you if you are not patient. Etsy is the long game, and I've seen a lot of people get into Etsy expecting to make quick results and make quick money, but when it doesn't happen, they flame out and they quit. Also, this is not for you if you're not interested in designing or have no interest in prompt engineering. You will become frustrated and you won't be successful at it. Number 7, digital planners and journals. These are an incredible opportunity that work for just about any niche. A digital planner essentially allows people to organize a niche so that they can track and measure their result. For example, people are interested in fitness planners, study planners, ADHD planners, anything that will allow them to better organize and track their life. Journals allow them to document their life, and the reason why these are so popular is that everything is completely done online. The great thing about these planners and journals is that there's multiple ways that you can create them. You can use something like Notion. If you want to create a paper one, you could use Canva, or you could even use an Adobe suite of products. So let's go ahead and talk about how you can get started with digital planners and journals. Step number 1 is I think that you definitely need to hone in on a niche. Identify who you want to help and the problems that they're having. Once you've identified the people that you want to help and the problems that they're going through, you are going to use a platform like Canva, Notion, or Adobe InDesign to create the digital planner. And then the final step is just to promote that digital planner. You can promote it through social media like Pinterest, TikTok, or YouTube, or you can go back to Gumroad or Creative Market to sell your digital product. Personally, I'm always a huge fan of selling your digital product on your own because you can sell it for a little bit more and you get access to the customer data, which is the name and the email. Now, you might be wondering how long it'll take you to see results with this method, and it can take between a few days to 3 or 4 weeks, depending on the promotion method. If you promote it on your own through social media, you can see results quicker. However, if you are going through Etsy, as I mentioned, it's going to take a little bit longer, it's going to be more competitive, and you're probably going to have to create multiple versions of that same planner or journal in order for it to get sold. Now, you might be wondering how much money can you make with this opportunity, and on the low end, you'll make a few $100s per month. That's with almost no following and a very small Etsy shop. However, with enough consistency and persistence, you could net $8,000 per month or more selling planners and journals. That's going to require you to have a pretty decent sized social media following or multiple listings over on Etsy, and each one of those having a decent amount of buzz. For a real life example, let's take a look at someone by the name of Michelle. She runs the Secret Owl Society, and she sells digital planners over on Etsy, making $20K per month. Now, the biggest pro about this niche is that it's in high demand. There are lots of people that are looking for organization and structure and helping to reach their goals. In addition, as with all of these, this is a passive income opportunity. I would say another pro is that this can be an entry product to the back end of more products that you sell at a higher price. One of the biggest cons or drawbacks is that this is really competitive. A lot of people are trying to strike it rich at creating and selling planners. What you'll need to do, as I mentioned, is have multiple versions, multiple colors. Some are going to be surface level, some might be more in depth. Also, the trends of the consumer change pretty quickly with this market, so you're going to have to do a lot of research to figure out what your target market wants and if those trends are changing. Now, I think this is for you if you love organization, design, and of course, passive income. However, this is not for you if you're not willing to spend the time into marketing and research. Also, this is not for you if you struggle with creating using digital tools. All the tools that I mentioned require a little bit of a learning curve, and so if that frustrates you, there are other opportunities that might work out a little bit better for you. Which type of planners do you see the most on Etsy? Comment below because I'd be interested to see what you see versus what I see. Number 6, stock photos and video. Stock videos are incredibly important and very popular on the internet for a variety of reasons. Major news publications want them because they don't want to have the same B-roll over and over again. Content creators and influencers use them as B-roll over their YouTube videos. Businesses also use them to spice up their marketing campaign. So there's a variety of needs and use cases. This could be an opportunity for you to make some passive income. Essentially, what you're going to do with stock photos and videos is you're going to take pictures and videos of things and upload them to various places on the internet. And why I'm so vague about that is because it can be literally anything. You could take a picture or video of a snowy hill or being in Chicago. There is somebody out there that is going to be looking for that picture or video that they can upload and add value to their content that they're creating. And the great thing is that there's a variety of places that you can go to upload your pictures and videos. You could use Shutterstock, Adobe Stock. I've seen pictures and videos on Envato Elements. You could even sell them on your own. But again, the great thing is that you can earn passive income in royalties just by uploading pictures and videos that you would have already taken. And this is really, really easy to get started. It might be the easiest one out of all of them. You simply would take pictures and video when you're out and about. If you live in a city like Chicago, take pictures of the Shedd Aquarium, take pictures of Soldier Field, take pictures of the Sears Tower. We still call it the Sears Tower. If you live in a rural area, you can take pictures of abandoned houses or of wildlife. If you see a bald eagle, take a picture. And you don't even need to have a high quality camera. If you've got a smartphone that was created within the last 2 or 3 years, that's going to be good enough to start. Once you take your pictures, you're going to upload them to various sites. As I mentioned, you could use Shutterstock, Envato Elements, Adobe Stock. There's a number of them out there, and you would get paid royalties anytime someone buys and downloads your videos. While this one's really easy to get started, it may take a little bit longer to start seeing results, and it's going to take probably a lot of pictures. You could start seeing results potentially between 2 and 6 months, but as you take more pictures, you'll make more money. And as the pictures live on the internet, you'll make more money. Now you might be wondering how much money you would make every single month. On the low end, you're probably looking at about $50 to $100 if you just have a few pictures and they're not unique enough. However, on the high end, you could make $10,000 per month with a huge portfolio, and you take pictures of trending topics. For example, let's say there's a natural disaster that happens in your city. You take pictures and they're going to be purchased by local and national news outlets, and that could help you make even more money. For example, there's a photographer by the name of Andrew who has made a very good living simply selling stock photos. Now, his photos have over 500,000 downloads on Shutterstock. Let's talk about a few pros and cons of this method. The biggest pro is the passive income that you can earn from just uploading one video one time. In addition, another pro is that there's a high demand for these photos and images. However, one of the biggest cons is that you will need to upload frequently. I think the more you upload, the better your chances are of making money, so it's going to require consistency and persistence. Also, another con is that this market will be saturated and competitive. There's only so many pictures of the Chicago bean that people can take with a new angle before it runs its course. Now, this is best for 2 types of people. If you are a photographer or a videographer, this is definitely for you. Or if you travel a lot, if you go to different places, this is another great opportunity. However, this is not for you if you don't leave your house. There aren't a lot of people out there that would care about a bedroom that's converted into an office that is messy all the time. Also, this isn't for you if you're looking for fast cash. This is going to take some time to get launched and to consistently see some revenue. Number 5, music and sound effects. Music is just as vital, if not more important than stock photos and video that I talked about in the previous method. Music controls mood. Mood controls people's feelings, emotions, and keeps them watching. Music will always be in demand. In fact, there's music playing underneath this video, and there was probably a sound that came crashing in with the graphic that showed up on the screen because it keeps people watching, it keeps people engaged. There will be content creators, businesses, and even production companies that are looking for new music and sound effects to add to their content. So here's how you're going to get started. Step number 1 is to create music and sound effects. You can use something like GarageBand if you're on a Mac. You can also use Audacity, which is free and available for both Windows and Mac. Step number 2 is to upload your music into various places, including Envato Elements, Pond5, or Audio Jungle. Then you want to make sure that you're optimizing your listings so that people can actually discover them. Then you get paid. Now you might be wondering how long it'll take you to see results, and this is a lot like the stock photos and videos. It can take 2 to 4 months to start seeing some actual results because of the competition and the demand that people have for new music. And just like the stock photos, you'll make about $100 to $300 on the low end. with just a small portfolio or just a few sounds. However, with a large catalog of sounds and music, you can make $8,000 or more per month. For example, there's a guy by the name of John Leopard French who has uploaded thousands of songs and sounds to these various marketplaces and is making a full-time income. His library caters to filmmakers, content creators, and everybody else in between. The number one pro with this method is I think it's less competitive than stock photos and videos. Simply put, not everyone can make good music. And along with that, another pro is that this is high demand. A lot of people want music, a lot of people want good music that can add value to their content. One of the biggest cons is that this might be kind of expensive to start. You are going to need a high quality microphone, you might need some high quality editing software to get the best output so that you can make the most money. Another con is that some marketplaces take out huge cuts and fees, and so you don't make as much money as you potentially could. This is definitely for you if you're a music producer or sound engineer that is looking for passive income that is scalable. This is not for you, unfortunately, if you don't have an ear for music and you don't have the equipment. You're going to spend a lot of time, energy, effort, and money for almost no results. Also, this is not for you if you are looking for overnight success or instant cash. Number 4, ebooks and guides. Ebooks and guides are a great way to demonstrate your expertise and help people solve an immediate problem. Simply put, an ebook is taking a problem that your target audience is having, condensing it in a written format, and then delivering it. Workbooks, however, are slightly different. In addition to providing information that is helpful to your target audience, you're also going to have them participate in their learning, which I personally prefer. You can ask them questions, you can guide them to a result that they're looking for, and make it more actionable. And the great thing about this opportunity is that you can sell these in a variety of ways. You can use Kindle to sell them, you can sell them on your own, which I'd personally prefer, or you can even use a website like Etsy or Gumroad. Getting started with this is really simple. You simply will pick a topic. Now, it's really important for this one that you niche all the way down. You don't want a ebook or workbook that's too broad because it'll be 300 pages. You want to try and help people solve a very specific result. Number 2, you're simply going to create that digital product. Personally, I'd recommend that you use Google Docs, you can use Microsoft Word or any word processing software out there. And the final step is to save your digital product as a PDF and then figure out how you're going to deliver it. If you sell it on your own website, you can just deliver it automatically through like a Google Drive. If you're selling it through Kindle Direct Publishing, that's going to require additional steps. Now, if you're wondering how long it'll take you to see results with this method, it really all depends on you and your traffic source. If you are creating content on social media, you could see results really quickly. However, if you're going the Kindle Direct Publishing method, it can take you 3 months or longer. And as far as earnings potential goes, you could start off making about $500 per month with your ebooks and guides. However, at the very high end, you could make $15,000 per month. That's assuming that you have a decent sized following on social media, you list your product over on Amazon, and you go viral a few times. In addition, you will have uploaded multiple books within the same niche, solving similar problems that will help you make that $15,000 per month. One perfect example of this is a blogger by the name of Nomadic Matt. He has created several ebooks and guides that help make substantial passive income. All of his books are about travel, and so they help his target audience achieve a specific result. One of the biggest pros of this is when you create an ebook and it's listed all over the place, it is really high value passive income. Another pro is that when you create and sell an ebook, it can be the front door to your business. It can offer multiple revenue streams and multiple opportunities, including speaking engagements and attending conferences. One of the biggest cons, however, is I think ebooks have been devalued by the general public. Because ebooks can be created with AI, I think there isn't as much inherent value as there was 5 or 10 years ago. In addition to AI coming in, there's also a lot of competition with other people seeing the opportunity that is creating and selling ebooks. Now, this is a great opportunity for you if you are a writer or an expert in your field. However, this is not for you if you struggle to complete writing tasks. You'll be frustrated and you'll give up really before you even get to start. Also, this is not for you if you are constrained by time. Writing a book takes a long time. And if you don't have that time to dedicate to writing a high quality book, you'll get frustrated and you'll probably give up. Number 3, subscription-based newsletters. Here, you're simply going to monetize your expertise by writing emails. You're going to write emails about your niche, industry news, or just personal insights. The great thing about writing emails is you provide value to a highly targeted group of people that are looking for information based on what you know. In addition, you can use platforms like Substack or Ghost to grow your audience simply writing emails. Getting started with this is really easy. You simply pick a topic or niche that you are pretty familiar with. Then you can use Substack or Ghost to launch your newsletter. Then all you have to do is focus on writing high quality newsletters every single day to attract your audience. In addition, I would start creating content on social media and then send them to the Substack so that you can grow your audience faster and start making money faster. Speaking of money, you might be wondering how long it'll take you to see results, and it could take up to 3 months if you have no audience and you're just using Substack. However, you could start seeing success quicker if you have an audience or if you are creating an audience using social media. On the low end, you'll make at most $700 per month with no audience and you're just starting off from scratch. However, with a large engaged audience, you could make $25,000 or more simply writing newsletters. In addition to writing newsletters, you could sell your own digital products, affiliate marketing, or brand deals and sponsorships, which will help push you closer to that $25,000 mark. For example, look no further than a guy by the name of Sam Parr. He generates over $1 million per month with his newsletter called The Hustle. All right, let's talk about a few pros and cons of this method. The best pro is that there's almost no startup cost. The only cost you're incurring is the cost of time to write those newsletters. Also, this offers the opportunity for reoccurring income. Essentially, if someone joins your Substack and they remain a member every single month, they'll keep paying you as long as they're happy and satisfied with the information that you're putting out. However, one of the biggest drawbacks is that this does require constant content creation, so you might feel like you're constantly on the content hamster wheel. In addition, it can be kind of challenging to grow an audience, but it really all depends on your niche. Now, this is for you if you enjoy writing emails or you excel at marketing. However, this is not for you if you do not want to spend the time in building an audience. And this is also not for you if you don't enjoy writing emails. You will write fewer and fewer of them until you don't write any, and then your fan base will be frustrated. Number 2, Canva and graphic design templates. Here you're going to create and sell plug and play downloadable templates that people can implement right into their life to solve whatever problem that they're having. Now, the great thing is that these templates are in high demand. Think about it. Instagram story templates, YouTube thumbnail templates, all of these are in high demand, and it helps people save time and save money. Getting started is really, really easy. Step number 1 is to identify who you want to help. Do you want to help someone that is getting started on YouTube, someone that is looking to scale their Instagram presence? Just identify who you want to help. Then you can use Canva to create these templates for free. Then once you create the templates, you just decide how you want to sell them. You can sell them using Gumroad, Etsy, Creative Market, or your own website. As I've mentioned several times already, I would recommend that you sell them on your own so that you can charge more and you get access to the customer data. Now, you might be wondering how long it'll take you to see results, and this can be anywhere from a few weeks to a few months depending on your audience and how well you create those templates. And if you're just getting started out, expect to make about $200 per month on the low end. However, you can make $10K or more per month with your templates. Now, this assumes that you have a high variety of different templates. You even bundle a few together to sell at a higher amount, and you're using social media to drive traffic to your website. For example, let's look at a guy by the name of Roger Coles, and he's an expert at creating Canva templates that people love. He makes over $10,000 per month simply creating and selling these Canva templates that people can download and implement instantly. As with all of these, the biggest pro is that this is truly passive income. You create the templates once, you can sell them 1,000,000 times. Another pro is that you can start this for free using Canva. Canva is one of the most powerful tools out there. It almost is a crime that it's free, and it shouldn't take you that long to learn how to use Canva. One of the biggest drawbacks is that this is a really competitive market for beginners, and it does require some design skills. So you must have an eye for design in order to start seeing some success. You also need to be aware of the newest trends, because if you're creating something that's not fashionable, nobody will buy it. I think this is best for creators that have an eye for design, that understand trends, and like making templates over on Canva. However, this is not for you if Canva frustrates you. You are going to hate this side hustle opportunity. Also, this is not for you if you are not willing to learn the other aspects of marketing like search engine optimization and identifying which colors do best for attracting attention. And the number 1 digital product to sell to make passive income in 2025 are online workshops. An online workshop is like a course that you create, but you condense it down to help people solve a very specific result. There are two types of workshops. There's live workshops and recorded workshops. You can help your target audience achieve more with live workshops because you can answer their questions in real time. They also get access to the recording that they can play again and again and again. It helps indoctrinate them into your world, and you can use it as a selling point, upsell them to other opportunities. You can use platforms like Zoom or Google Meet to host your live workshops, and then you can sell it using something like Teachable or Kajabi after the workshop's been completed. The easiest way to get started with this one is simply identify a niche that you're familiar with. Literally any niche will work. Next, you are simply going to identify where you're going to host this live workshop. As I mentioned, you can use Google Meet, you could use Zoom. There are a few other ones out there. However, those are the two best and they won't cost you anything. You could create a sales page using Gumroad, but I'd recommend that you create your own website and sell it through there. And as far as how long it'll take you to see results, this can be anywhere between 1 and 3 months, depending on your following size. And on the low end, if you sell your live workshop for just $20, you could make about $1,000 per month. That assumes that you have a very small following or at least small engagement on social media. However, with a large engaged following and some affiliate marketing, you can make $50K or more with your live workshop. The biggest pro of this opportunity is that you can work with your customers directly. You can answer their questions in real time, showing your expertise and setting them up to sell more stuff to them later. One of the biggest cons, however, is that this isn't as passive as the other ones on this list. It's going to require you to be present and engaged in order to present the best workshop possible. One final pro is that you can turn these into assets that you sell, which would help you generate passive income on the back end. Now, this is great for you if you are an educator at heart and you love sharing your knowledge and helping people achieve a result. However, this is not for you if you don't like presentations. If you don't want to interact with your fan base or your customers, you will hate this model and it won't be for you. Now that you know the 8 best digital products to sell in 2025, watch this video next if you want to learn how to monetize your YouTube channel in just 2 days.